Ooh. But good morning everybody. Here I'm probably going to catch this mostly anyway after the fact, because I've only got about 5-10 minutes there really before I have to run again. I'm going to be joined again. I'll be back live at 11 a.m. this morning, so I'll be back live in less than 25 minutes. And I will be joined by MEP Luke Ming Flanagan. So yes, today is, remember the 5th of November, National Legalise Cannabis Day. We're on the 20th anniversary of Luke Ming Flanagan's National Legalise Cannabis Day, where he pretty much did this as well. You know, he would have been taking out an old skin. He would have been getting an old roach. But at the time, while they were facing an anthrax scare, so that was the kind of the national emergency, if you will. It wasn't as bad as the current one that we're going through, but the mail was on a heightened alert. So some of the joints got intercepted on the way. Some of the old cannabis joints got intercepted. They didn't reach their destination, but we shouldn't have that issue. We don't have an anthrax scare going on. We've got a different kind of pandemic going down. So in light of that other pandemic, we've got an old cotton bud, we've got a little cup of water, and this is just a shout out to anybody who might be receiving these letters over the coming days. There is quite a few people out there receiving them. These are all the envelopes here, all ready to go. All stamped up and everything. We all got Christmas stamps actually, so I shouldn't be probably giving this away. They're going to be looking for them now. Peace and joy. Sending hugs. Yeah, it's the festive season, so we're going to be nice and festive with this civil disobedience, because it's not meant to be disrespectful. We're if anything, it's the most respectful thing we can do in a democracy is engage in protest to challenge the way in which our government treat us, because it is discriminatory, it is unfair, it's inhumane what's going on because of this prohibition of cannabis. So I have here some finely ground cannabis, and I also have some cannabis shake, some leaf. We also have like bits of parsley and stuff like that there as well. So there's quite a few joints going out there today. There's one or two people I'm definitely going to be sending parsley to because they deserve it. But there's others who will be getting some of this lovely, lovely cannabis grown by a local grower here in Cork. It's called Purple Godbud. So again, shout out to those who might have got in touch and requested it. There was one person in particular anyway who requested that they get sent something nice too actually. So we'll make sure we'll send them something nice. But otherwise we're going to take a little bit of this cannabis leaf, some of this shake here. Because we don't want to be using tobacco either. We're not going to be sending out tobacco either, because they don't condone the use of tobacco. And look, I'm even taking out the little stemmy bits there and all for you. I don't want to be giving you too much stemmy bits. Because this is going to be one of maybe the nicer joints. So we're going to use a bit of a tobacco alternative there in the old shake leaf. And this itself is pretty potent. It's nice and frosty, nice and sugary, so to speak. And then we'll take a little bit of cannabis. Then we're going to sprinkle in a nice generous amount of cannabis there. Ooh. Whoever gets this is going to be a lucky boy or girl. I hope you've all been nice out there. I hope you're not in the naughty list, because if you're in the naughty list this year, this 5th of November, you're getting parsley. Oh yes. So there we go, lovely herbal hand-rolled cigarette. So we'll give her an old shaping. I know for myself, guys, if I was rolling this for myself, I would do a reverse roll and remove the excess paper, but I ain't got time for that this morning. We have a lot of joints to be rolling and delivering. So we give her a little flip over. I see anything that falls out, we just chuck it in there. We won't waste it, because we don't like wasting stuff in the cannabis community. And all of the letters going out today as well, guys, is worth mentioning, have been double-sided printed as well. In order to reduce the waste associated with this campaign. We would want to be polluting the bloody planet just because of their ignorance, the politicians' ignorance. It's not the planet's fault. So again, we got a cotton bud, just damped it up. Give it a little rub up on one side, then a rub down along the other way. Make sure I don't open it back up. Boom! There we go. She works again. Roll her around. Lovely jubbly. And there we go. That's a fatty. And we just give it a little poke here with the old trusty scissors. There we go. Tap a tap tap. Catch her. Give her an old pinch. And a twist. Oh, where's the twist? There we go. There's an old twist there. And she's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So today, guys, as I said, we've got over 200 letters going out. All of these have been stamped and addressed and everything. Whoopsie! There we go. There's half them on the floor now. But there we go. Look at that. Look how festive we are. Sending hugs. Hopefully that's coming out the right way there for you to read it outside. But yeah, it's going to be a good old day today. Recreating Luke Mean Flanagan's action from 20 years ago. It's sad to think that, you know, 20 years ago, Luke Mean Flanagan, and now an MEP, was doing this very same action. He was using cannabis that he had grown himself in the bog here in Ireland. And a guy who, you know, growing cannabis effectively should have landed him in prison for a couple of years, but he got elected. He became a Lord Mayor, he became a TD, and then he became an MEP. So if anything, if there's anything to learn from that, then it's that this isn't a bad path in life to choose, you know, because maybe someday in the not too distant future I'll be an MEP. Who knows? It's not a goal, it's not an ambition that I have right now. My goal, my ambition is to see this no longer be a criminal, a criminal affair. Like, nobody's getting hurt by this. A little bit of cannabis, smells gorgeous, you know, if you're into that. Smells quite pleasant. I know other people don't like the smell of it, but, you know, I don't like the smell of people's tobacco cigarettes, you know, but that doesn't stop them smoking them up outside of the bloody school gates when you're collecting your kids now, does it? No, I wouldn't be as disrespectful if cannabis was to be illegal. You could be, oh, go on Irish, nice one. But you could be for sure, I would never be seen at the school gate with one of these in my mouth smoking cannabis as I collect my kids. It's quite disrespectful. At the school gate, you're in a confined area, there's young kids around, they're breathing all of that in. You wouldn't do it. But we don't even bat an eyelid at it. I'm watching like kids get into their car with their parents smoking cigarettes. I'm like, that's a confined, sealed environment and they're in there. Even if the bloody window is open, like they're still, you know, I grew up with all of that shit myself. I would have a lot more respect for my kids than to be sitting down in a sealed environment and to be smoking any noxious chemicals. But that's just me, and that's just my feelings. So guys, today, remember the 5th of November. I hope many people are out there engaging in this. A lot of people have already got in touch for the template letters, and if you haven't done so already, you can still do so, and I'll send you a link. It's up in Google Drive, and you'll be able to download it, or even copy and edit it to your own style. You can personalise the letter and send it to your own local TD councillor. Anybody you feel needs a bit of education around the harms of cannabis prohibition in our society, because that's pretty much what's outlined in the letter, is how cannabis prohibition is incredibly harmful to our society, and it's counterproductive to harm reduction and to protection of the young people out there as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to be going up and into the studio there now shortly. We're going to have an old chat with... Oh, a nice one. I see the comments coming in there now actually as well. But we're going to be having a chat with Luke Mean Flanagan in about 15 minutes, guys. So keep an eye out there. I'll be going back live again, not in too long at all. See hype. I thought you maybe just started, was going to say it was Cluck eventually, but probably not. Green Tea, what's going on? Shouting out the hype. Anthony Mooney, what's going on? Anthony Mooney, Martin for president. Hype, what's going on? And nice, Green Tea's an updating hype on what's going down. Podge 85, yes, what's going on, Podge? Tinkle Tink as well. How come we don't have a vote on making cannabis legal? Says it all. Democracy, my whole. Yeah, there you go, you know. The way I see it, it's just like the issue is just constantly just swept under the rug, you know. You're just constantly dismissed. What, cannabis is a dangerous drug? Why do you want to legalise that? Oh, what, next you're going to want to be legalising rape and murder? Like there's actually been prohibitionists who've used that very argument against people who've argued for legalization. Seriously, like, go on, Bernard, splendid. Two legends, nice. I really do look forward to this. Daniel, what's going on? Buddha's out there as well. Hype says, maybe try rolling a pen in paper to get the hang of the folds, or to stick backwards roll and use a cotton bud in the back paper, but I found it harder. Yeah, I actually have a pen here if I wanted to do that, alright, but no, I find a pen kind of robs you of the cone shape, so I don't know if you kind of see that there. Like, I like, even though, like, I don't care if these guys don't smoke it, but I'm all about, like, you know, appearance when it comes to this anyway. So you see there, like, two of them, like two lovely cone shapes. This one's a little bit fatter, but this one has only got all shake in it. This one is a little bit more kind of, it's for somebody special. It's laughable the way they ignore it. It being legal in so many states in the US and Canada and other countries in the world. Yeah, it is. It's. I don't know, man. I think it's criminal. I think it's criminal how they ignore it. I think it's criminal how they dismiss this issue and try to play it off as a non-issue, and how they continue to mistreat the patients and deny them access to this plant. I think that's the real criminal thing out there. This my protest, you know, they might try to say, oh, this is breaking the law. What they're doing is a lot more criminal. They're denying access to an effective remedy to a lot of people's ailments out there, and it needs to stop. We need to be given back the power, you know, that we once always had. It was only taken away just shy of 100 years ago by some corrupt governments. You know, the same misogynistic. I won't even use any expletives, like, but you know, they were sexist efforts. And those same guys, you know, they took away our ability to kind of have control over our health, and you know, because if we were able to grow this plant out our back garden, that's access to a lot of therapeutic compounds for virtually no cost at all, you know, a little bit of time and effort. So yeah, Joe Hartnell, what's going on here, Martin? It's been a while since I've tuned in. Good to see you're still doing the Lord's work. Fair play. Joe, I'll be back there in about 15 minutes with Luke Ming Flanagan, so don't go too far. I'll be ending the stream there in about 1 or 2 more minutes, and I'll be back live then again very soon with Luke Ming Flanagan. That's right. Podge 85, I sent one bag of pure leaf to a local witch, and I dropped off an envelope with a pinner. Go on, Podge. Fudge as well, beat best thing I've heard ever. Not a long time, a lot of joints to roll. Yeah, a lot of joints to roll, a lot of letters to send as well. Good stuff. I see a lot of people out there, and green tea. Yeah, Mr. McConnell got his letter. Is getting his letter as well. Josh, hi Martin, proud of all your efforts to end cannabis prohibition in Ireland. Thank you, my brother. Not a bother at all, Josh. Appreciate your kind words, buddy. R420 Supplies is out there. R420 Supplies, guys. Relief, the Cannabis Activist Alliance. They're the supporters of today's campaign, as well as Martin's World. Right, so guys, I love you and Levy, and I will see you in about just shy of 15 minutes. So have a nice morning there, guys. Get rolled up, be ready for a very enjoyable chat with myself and Luke Ming Flanagan. So until then, guys, chat soon. Sip up a bit more coffee. Oh, forgot to mention, there's a load of jellies there for the guys as well. We'll be taking them out of the packets, obviously, and including an old jelly or two along the way. Cannabis jellies, of course. Right, see you soon, guys. Peace.